Hi everyone, welcome back to Data Testing Zone. So in last video, we started writing our test data validations file, and we also executed these two test cases through Python, through Pytest, right? So in these two test cases, we validated total orders and total orders placed by region. So let me just give a quick recap. What we did was we parameterized our test data validations Pytest function that we have written, and we passed the test cases one by one and executed this particular function, called this particular function. We took the query logic as this one, which is coming from here, right? These queries are coming from here. And then what we did was we took the expected value from that Excel only as an expected key, right? So the expected value is this particular thing. And then we ran our query. So if the query logic starts with select, so both of these query logic starts with select only, right? So if it starts with select, then it is an executable query. So go ahead and execute it in DB. Okay. And then if the expected result is CSV count, then then it will go inside this particular return line. And if the expected is not as CSV count, it is at CSV group by, then it will go inside this particular, like these particular lines of code. Okay. So we will take more test cases now. So let us open our original test case file. So let us go ahead and execute these test cases now, these three for this video. Okay, so we will put these three test cases as well over here. Now, to sum up the test cases, this is nothing but getting the count of total orders placed by grouped by category. Okay, this is nothing but total orders placed by year. Now, grouped as year, and then total profit each year. Okay, this is again grouped by on the year, and we are calculating the total profit. Okay, so these are the test cases that we will be writing. Now, for this particular row, right, the third test case, we are doing nothing. We are just changing the group by column. Okay, so this case can be handled in this elif statement only. Why? Because the starts with this particular expected is still starting with CSV group by only, correct? So for now, this condition is being satisfied. Now, what is the first character after split? So the first character post split is category. So here it will get the column will be category. Okay. And then we will be calculating orders only. So here instead of region, it will be getting as category, and then it will be executing the same set of rules, and then it will display the results. Okay. So for now, the test case 4 and 5 will fail, but till 1 to 3 it should pass. Okay. So let us go ahead and run this and see that if it is passing or not. Okay. So let us go ahead and run our Pytest validations file. Okay, it has collected 5 items. That is, we had total number of 5 test cases. Perfect. So if you see, it has passed 3 test cases, right? Total 3 has passed. So this was total order placed by region, then total order placed by category, and then this has failed because we have not encountered it right now. We have not written the logic for this particular, these two particular test cases, total orders placed by year and total profits by each year, right? So let us go ahead and write this logic as well into our code. So what we will do is this particular elif will take all those which will start by group by. Okay. Now let us take again create a function as again create a expected condition as expected dot starts with. Now how to identify it? I think we have group by year, right? So it is starting with group by year. Let us take this particular thing. Okay, starts with and then group by year. Okay. And then we will be putting as again column expected. We will be taking the very first after colon, the very first character after colon, which will be the group by column. So here we will have 2, right? I mean, this particular elif condition will run twice, once for order ID and once for profit. Okay. And then we will be getting the results now. Okay, using this particular column. So we will be putting as if column is equal to. So if you see, the logics are little different for both of these, right? I mean, for one we are running some query, so the queries are not same, right? So one we are running as some query, and one we are doing it as count query. So if the first character, if the column is order ID, we are doing count, right? So let us go. So that is why our df function will also change. Like the logic we will be putting over our input df, it will change. So we will put it as if column is order ID, this particular value is order ID, then we will then we will pass this. Then we will get the results via this particular line. Okay. CSV result. Okay. CSV result is equal to superstore CSV, no, superstore CSV dot group by. We'll do group by, वो सब same रहेगा. बस थोड़ा सा we will change on the logic over here in pandas data frame. Instead of for one we will do count, for one we will do sum. Okay. So pd dot data frame, we will change this into data time, right? Sorry, we will change this column to date and time. So in CSV, it is nothing but a text kind of column only, right? So we need to change it to date time to extract the year from the column. So if you must have seen the data set, let me show you the data set again so that we are on the same page. Okay. It's opening up. So these are the this is the date column, right? So if you see this date column, we have this in the format of, this is not, this is not a scalar kind of format. I mean, you see somewhere it is separated by hyphen, somewhere it is it is not good practice generally, but again, this is a sample data set we are testing, and we are only interested in the year, which is the last, nothing but the last split of this particular text, right? So let us do this. We will just put it into date time format. Okay. So pd dot date time. Okay. And then we will do it as date time, and then we will put superstore CV and the column name. Okay. Superstore CSV, and then the column name is order date. Okay. Order date. And then we will change it to dt dot year. We will just extract the year out of it. Okay. And then what we are doing, we are doing the count, right? We are doing total count. So we are doing it as order ID pay count, and we will do count, and then we will change it to dictionary. Why? Because we will be validating the data in the basis of dictionary. Okay. We will put the data in dictionary format. Good. Okay. So we have done here, fill the paragraph. Not necessary. I don't think. ठीक है, कुछ error आएगा तो we will see at that time. Now what we will do is we will just put these values in a dictionary. Now this is a dictionary that we are going to get, but we will just take the important elements that we need, right? So what we will do is we will do this is again a comprehension, like a dictionary comprehension we can say. Int of k v for k comma v, that is key and value. Okay. In db result. Okay, so what we are doing is we are iterating over this db result. So this is the db result we will be getting. और ultimately query logic के लिए सिर्फ यही एक if statement है, ठीक है? तो wherever the query logic starts with select, it is an executable query. So it is going to now in this elif statement expected में हम लोग अपने test cases select कर रहे हैं, कौन से test cases execute होंगे. तो यहाँ पे we have again two test cases similar to this one. So how we are bifurcating is if it is order ID, so it will run this one, that is count, and then how it will get the results in DB dictionary. Now when we run this group by with count, here we will get the results as list of tuples, right? So we are going to convert it into dictionary, and we are going to store it here. Okay. Now next is else statement for the other case, right? If it is not order ID, the other case is profit. Now for profit, what we are going to do, we are going to sum, right? Now for sum, we will do it as else CSV result. We are just going to rewrite this particular thing. So let me copy it and put it here. Just this one will change, right? Because we will be now we will be doing sum on this. So we will just do sum over here, superstore CV group by pd dot data frame. It is also good, order date. Okay. Now here also we will change the column. We need to do the sum and profit. Like in previous one, we did the count on order ID. Now here we are doing sum on profit. Okay. And then instead of count, we will be doing sum. And then we will be limiting it to 2 decimal places. Okay. और फिर इसको डिक्शनरी में ही रहने देंगे. Great. Why? Let me put it in one line. Fine. Okay. So this is done. Okay. This is done. And then we will just put it as db date. Again, we will get the results here for this particular dictionary also. And we will do the same thing actually. इसमें कुछ change नहीं होगा. Just we will do round over here so that our results will pass. Okay. अगर हम लोग राउंड नहीं करते हैं तो इट इज मोर देन 2 decimal points, two like 2 values post decimal, so we need to round it up. Okay, and then what we are going to do is return db this is equal to what? CSV result. Let us just quickly see if our code will work or not. So we are splitting it up, that is good, and we are checking if it is equal to order ID. So it is going to count, and then it is going to create a dictionary, and then we are just taking the keys and values. Good, we are good. Yes, it should work. Let us see. We will close this. Okay, that test case is already closed. So let us quickly run it and see that it is working. Okay. Perfect. Okay, that is great. It worked on one shot. So again, I don't get hesitant by these. This is I am printing over here. Okay, I'm printing the results. That is why it has shown for both reason and category. So all in all, we ran total 5 test cases so far. If you see, it has collected 5 items because we had 5 test cases with us. So it has collected those 5 items, and we have those 5 test cases executed through Pytest one by one. And then we are left with 3 more test cases to go. So these 3 test cases will be this. If you remember schema validation or not nulka, we have already written an utility function. So we are going to utilize that. Okay. So I hope till here we are clear. We have executed our 5 test cases. We are good. And then we will be executing 3 more. And then we'll be creating the HTML reports out of this. Okay. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for watching.